Hello folks, welcome to Lexi IS. In today's video, we'll be looking into a current affair topic presented to you by faculty Sushma KP. So what is the topic that we're looking into today? What is spoofing and what does the report say? In this article, we'll be seeing as to why is it in use, what is the relevance of it to UPSC, that is the GS paper 2 and 3. We will also be seeing what is spoofing and what is OPS group. Let's get into the video. Look at this. Global instances of spoofing have increased from 300 flights daily in January to 1500 flights daily by August. We will be seeing in this video first and foremost what is this spoofing. GPS interference on passenger aircraft and spoofing is on highways. When we say passenger aircraft, it is an aircraft carrying passengers. It is a simpler one only. I'll just tell you further down why is this relevant. It begs the question, what is this spoofing? Let's look at this example from an airline perspective. This is an aircraft. Do not make fun of me, that is the best I can draw an aircraft. This is the air control that is providing dedicated service, which means this is a secure channel. Okay? This aircraft is going. Suddenly it starts getting certain data which is telling you are in very low altitude. So based on that, maybe your cockpit pilots, everyone will be there, right? They'll be thinking this is coming from a secure channel, no other distinct space is coming. So they will try to change the course based on the intel which is coming from secure channel. But what has happened is, this is horns. This guy is doing a bad thing, no? So horns, he has horns, he's a devil. This person has mimicked and he is sending this wrong data, but it is mimicked in such a manner that it is coming from a secure channel. And when this is happening and when the aircraft adjusts it based on the data that is coming from this miscreants, this leads to issues such as aircraft undergoing unforeseen conditions. For example, the aircraft could even crash. When I said for example, this is what happened in your Azerbaijan aircraft crash. It is said that because this passenger aircraft was a victim of the spoofing. Understanding? So, because of this, 38 civilians, 38 people, 38 passengers died and lost their lives. So, what is spoofing? It is a cyber attack that includes false GPS signals to mislead the navigation equipment but masks itself as information coming from secure channel. This is spoofing. Look at this. First and foremost, they show that there are errors in the speed display. They might tell you are overspeeding, you have to reduce, or they might even show it the contrary, you are very slow, you have to increase the pace, which will lead to what? Altering the aircraft car system. Then they will trigger a terrain warning claiming there is a hill right in front of you. If you don't pick up the pace, you will go hit it. So all this kind of misleading information is they'll give. Now this kind of spoofing information that is coming, this will not be received inside the cockpit, but the crew tends to receive it. Your aircraft took off from Azerbaijan's capital city Baku. It was intended to go to Grozny, that is your Russia. But what happened was it couldn't land in Russia because of severe weather conditions. Severe fog. So rather they went to Akhtar, that is Kazakhstan. While they were going there, initially while flowing into this region, the aircraft disappeared from the GPS. It disappeared from the GPS for some time. Then after some time it was portrayed, it was shown on the GPS. First and foremost, Russia is also holding off its ground there because of severe drone activities, recent conflicts you have been seeing. Then it was hit by a bird apparently, and then it led to the crash. Few people survived it. The first responders who went to the scene have seen telling this horrifying incident where people were bloodied and pulling themselves out of the aircraft, whereas 38 people lost their lives. Ongoing investigations are happening in Kazakhstan, Russia, and as well as your Azerbaijan. Look at this. Your OPS group, they are voluntary, it is a voluntary organization comprising of more than 8,000 individuals, okay, wherein they warn or they give information for flights at risk. Your OPS group has held that this kind of spoofing, misleading the GPS signal is on high rise in high tension areas or in areas which are having border conflicts or in international tense areas. What are these international tense areas or border conflicts where this issues are increasing? That is what we saw. January it was 300 per day. Now it has increased to 1500 per day. Spoofing, hampering or misleading your GPS signals. Where and all we will have a look. This zone, if you look at it, all the things in red, these are all under high risk places of your spoofing, GPS misleading. Now if you see, it is more focused on your present day region of where the conflict is happening. Further down I will explain in detail, but also look at this particular place of India. India paid the highest zone which is having the threat of spoofing and your GPS mishandling is your India-Pakistan border and India-Myanmar. Or any flights which are going to Bangkok, Malaysia, Singapore, etc. if they have to go via Myanmar, all those flights are having these issues. So India there are two high sensitive zones which are prone to spoofing and your GPS mishandling, that is your India-Pakistan border in the northwest as well as your India-Myanmar border in your northeast. Now, what is this area? So I will break it down into pieces and show you. This spoofing, when did it start on a very higher basis? Was on your 2023 on Baghdad, your northern Iraq. Initially it was witnessed on very higher scale. It started from 2023. We are mentioning higher scale. Was your Baghdad or your northern Iraq regions. Then it was prevalent in areas such as your Black Sea adjacent areas. All your Black Sea adjacent areas, Bulgaria, Romania, Moldova, Ukraine, and especially with your Ukraine-Russia conflict coming into. So Black Sea area or the countries surrounding your Black Sea area, flights operational from there had severe threat or attack from your spoofing or your GPS mishandling. Then is your Baltic countries and Russia. That is basically countries which are surrounding your Baltic Sea, being your Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, recently Finland. These all countries were once the former members of your USSR. If you look at the security threat here, the issue between Russia and Baltic countries have been there for a very long time, but when they got independence, it has reduced. A Russian minority still exists in all of these three places, that is your Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, but they have not got complete citizenship. Recently from 2022 onwards, the tensions have escalated. But it is less compared to your Russia and Ukraine, where the Russian factions residing in Ukraine are asking for a secessionist tendency or claiming their allegiance towards Russia. That much is not happening here. There are Russian minorities living here, but they have not received any full-fledged citizenship. More of them living like aliens in these places, and moreover, Russia will also not take the same steps that it will take as it took in your Ukraine. All these are your NATO member states. Why we are telling this is just to highlight the tension. This zone is not as high tense as your Ukraine compared to your Russia and Ukraine, but yet in these regions between Russia and Baltic countries, your high prevalence of spoofing and GPS mishandling is happening. Next is, we see this particular region on high alert. What is that? Borders of North Korea and South Korea. With India perspective, if you see, pilots have held that each and every time when we are to cross Amritsar, it's almost like daily spoofing. So much so that it's almost traveling in this zone. Crossing the zone is like tying your hands back. So for that, your Director General of Civil Aviation has asked airlines to develop a SOP, that is a standard operating procedure, and provide a bi-monthly reports on such occurrences. Now this data is not for public use. It is not published for the public. India Pay, there are two hotspots which are prone to this spoofing. What is this? Your northwest, that is your India-Pakistan border, and your India-Myanmar. Through Myanmar, all of those flights have received spoofing. Does the aircraft only work on GPS? What if we can create a mechanism, or is there already a mechanism which doesn't have to rely on this GPS? Yes, there is a safety mechanism called as inertial reference system, which will operate safely for up to 5 hours without the need of GPS. Look at this. How does your IRS or inertial reference system work? It has gyroscopes, accelerometers for your angular momentums, and also it is independent of your external signals or your GPS. So this is the safety mechanisms. In your 14th Air Navigation Conference, it has held that there is significant safety concerns of your global navigation satellite system, nothing but your GPS. Now when we say GPS, these are nothing but global navigation systems, right? predominantly each country tries to have, now when I say each country, not every country is having, but majority of the countries tries to have their own regional navigation system. We'll see what are those regional navigation system. For example, United States ka is GPS, Global Positioning System. Russian Federation uses GLONASS. China uses Beidou. European uses Galileo, and India uses its own NAVIC. These are regional navigation systems. So as we each have them are superpowers here in their own terms, they don't have to rely on the other person's navigation system in times of need. What if, let's say, India also started on that way only. India on some issue wants the proper navigational data from GPS, and US, if it wants to, it doesn't have to share its data. So which means India is now vulnerable. So which is what led India to develop its own regional navigation system. That is our NAVIC. Now, coming to international civil aviation organizations, it is held that the military will notify all the aviation authorities, spectrum regulators and ANSPs about any possible intentional interference activities whenever they come across it. So, this is it about your spoofing. We have come to the end of the content. If you like our content, subscribe to our channel, hit the like button and share it along with your friends. Thank you.